Hello everyone, I'm Trevor and today I'm going to be showing you my website called TrueWave. It is an e-commerce website with a backend via Firebase, and the really cool thing about this project is that this is the moment in my life that I feel like this project is the turning point. Like, I can decide I want to build an app, and I know that I can learn the things I need to learn to build that app. But back to TrueWave for right now. It was really cool because I started it out doing a Vite build, Vite, however you say that. But then I migrated to Next.JS because ever since I started developing, Next has been on my menu of things to learn. But the cool thing about Next is it comes pre-installed with Tailwind, TypeScript, yada yada. But as you can see, we got our page under the app folder-based routing. I really like that. But here is TrueWave. So we will start by logging in. Bear with me. We'll save that. That's fine. So we've got our shopping platform, which each of these items I found a little PNG file for, and then I added them to the Firebase, as you can see right here, Firestore database. So we go over here. Where are we at? Let it load. So each of the products you can see right here, category, created at, yada yada. So each one is being saved in this database. So we can filter out, let's say we're looking for electronics, bam, filter out the electronics. We got the little footer here for style purposes, and shout out to Next.JS and TypeScript. So another cool thing about TrueWave is I took advantage of Tailwind and played around with their theming. So this is dark mode, but we also have light mode, and just one little click of a button, go back and forth. I think that's pretty cool. I prefer dark mode. Let's see. One of the key functionalities of TrueWave is I had to figure out how am I gonna get pictures from my computer to the app, and all signs pointed towards Firebase storage. So I had to figure out how to set up storage in the project. So we have the product photos. You can see right here, PlayStation. So we set that up in our Firebase TS, get storage, Firebase storage, pretty plug and play. I do have to say Firebase has been kind of, beginner friendly, so that was really cool. But anyway, we go back to here, how to get the pictures to the site when these pictures don't have a URL on the internet. So we added it to storage. That gave us a URL, so you can open link in new tab. Bam, we got the PNG. So then we just store that URL into the Firestore, And then now we've got our images. So we've got a cart with toast notifications via React Hot Toast, which I found can be kind of buggy, but you know, pretty easy implementation of toast notifications. So we go to our cart. We've got our stuff in our cart. Let's say we don't want this. Okay, we deleted it. Let's log out. Logged out successfully. Check our cart. Nothing in the cart because we're not logged in. So let's log back in. You can see the items persisted in our cart, and that is because we go to the Firestore database right here. We have carts being added to the Firestore. So we have 4 collections. We have carts, orders. So that's if I actually click the checkout button, that would be where this is stored. You can see we have some orders here, which we'll get to that later. Something cool about that. We got products and we got users. Users is just a copy of the user information from the Firebase authentication. So you can see we got a few different users here. So let's go back to here. Let's check out. So all we're doing here is clearing the cart. So that should mean that over here, when we go to cart, it should be gone, which I do not remember. We'll come back to that. But we come over here, we can edit our profile. I'm not going to edit anything because mine's how I want it to be. But you could delete the account, save changes, cancel. So I think my favorite thing of the project so far is the admin panel. So you can only access this if you're an admin of the site, but this is where you could see how many products are on the site, categories, average rating. You can easily, affect items from the dashboard, but you can also see orders placed. So with total revenue, I feel like people that I would be doing work for would like something like this to see how much money they're gonna make. But you can click on this item that I just ordered from my account, order FE9UILO5. So we got this stuff, bam, pending. So there is a status on here, which all of the orders are going to be pending right now because I don't have anything set up for like actually shipping out the orders and changing the order status because I'm not actually shipping anything. But yeah, so that's the admin panel. Now every user has the My Orders panel where they can check their orders. So yeah, that is the basis of TrueWave. It's a full stack app ready to be turned into someone's actual e-commerce website. So yeah, and then also we have set up a few tests. We have a test for the header and we have a test for the product card. Basically just making sure that it renders and does what it's supposed to. We also brought in an integration test to make sure the cart functionality works, like you can add, remove, yada yada. And then, so this GitHub file is what makes it so every time that I push to the main branch, it will make sure that these tests pass, and then it will push to Versal, which is where this project is right now, under TrueWave Next Versal.app. So it's got a full CI/CD integration. Now, I shouldn't say full, because there's a lot more tests that I could be running. But yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys. Have a great day.